This is a very busy and noisy street here in Jackson, Georgia, and today we are in the state of Georgia because I wanted to visit Hawkins, Indiana, the fictional town from Stranger Things. Hi everybody and welcome to the world of Micah and welcome to Hawkins, Indiana, the downtown area of Hawkins, Indiana. This was the setting for the fictional town in Netflix's Stranger Things, one of my favorite Netflix series of all time. As soon as this series came out, I was hooked and I've been waiting for some time. We are on season 4 now to visit these locations. But today we're gonna visit a few key filming locations from the series, and you guys are gonna get to tag along with me. Now, let's take a closer look. Just stepped in here and check this out. I'm pretty sure this was the sign from where Bob worked at. Isn't that cool? And then, look at this, the old prescription signs, but they have posters from all the different seasons of Stranger Things. All the way up to season 3. They've got to get a new plaque for season 4 right there, and season 5. And the first location we're gonna be looking at was where Joyce would work, off of Mulberry Street here in Jackson at Milvald's General Store, straight ahead. And it's cool because in the show you can see that it says Mulberry Street. The little awning, you know, is different in the show. And it's not a Papa John's. Now to the left is the Radio Shack where Bob worked. And this is a look of Downtown Hawkins. Sort of a bird's eye view in a way. And this is where that was shot here. You see the public library. All the cars were parked along here. Joyce was driving to work. And right here you can see the front of the general store and Hopper's vehicle there and the Radio Shack. And this is it right here. Where the green building is the Radio Shack, and straight ahead is where Joyce Byers worked. The American flag's the same, but the top of the light pole there is a different shape. Blows my mind. Will Byers' mom worked right there. I'm gonna walk up and take a closer look at this and see if there's anything kinda left from production or anything, you know? Oh yeah, they're doing all kinds of work in this place. Let's see. Wow. Looks nothing like it did in the show. Yeah, right up there is where it would say Milvald's. I'm guessing they just kind of slid that in there. And then this was the Radio Shack where Bob worked. R.I.P. Bob. And then right across the street, Hopper had his vehicle parked out front of the public library. And that's it, right there. The tree has been removed. There was a big tree to the right. But this was the public library for Stranger Things. And our next spot is the Hawk Theater here in Hawkins. This is where Steve and his friends did something bad for Nancy. Steve was actually cleaning it up in this scene, but it took place right over there. It's regularly a tavern, but they put a fake marquee up, a few little set dressing pieces, and turned that into a movie theater. Let's cross over and we can match this up perfectly. Yeah, right up there. That's where Steve was wiping off the profanity. Poor Nancy. All right, the next shot right here. This was the Royal Furniture Company and the Radio Shack and where Joyce worked down the ways there. It's crazy, those little trees. When they filmed this, it was probably in the middle of the winter, so they weren't as bloomed as they are. But I liked how the way you can figure this out is because of that pole right there. There's 3, how it splits off. It's an easy way to kind of match it up. Now I've always wanted to come down here and see this alley. This is where a little confrontation happened with Steve and his friends and Nancy. Right over here. And you can see this building in the background of the alley. This is it. The Stranger Things alley. Wow, Nancy would walk right through here. Steve and her friends were right down here. I remember when Adam from the Daily Woo came down here, he found a piece of tape that was for what they call spiking. It's where the actors will stand when they're doing a film, you know, a scene in a film. It all took place down here. And you can see that in the background of Nancy as she's walking up to confront Steve and his friends. And this is the front entrance right here to the public library that was used in several episodes and seasons. The little public library sign would be right there. All right, that's a wrap on downtown Hawkins, Indiana. Now we're going on to the next spot. And luckily school is out for the summer, but I had to stop off at Hawkins High School. This was also the filming location for Hawkins Middle School. And look at that. It still says Hawkins High School, home of the Tigers from season 4. Lucas Sinclair somewhere in there winning the basketball championship, the tournament. Isn't this amazing? We're gonna venture around here just for a little bit and line some stuff up. And see, from season 1, this was Hawkins Middle School. They had the tiger paw print up top, and you can see Hopper's vehicle right here in front of that door. When they used this as the gymnasium, when they put 11 in the pool. Lots of scenes were filmed around here. This is where Steve Harrington and his friends were all pulling in the cars and where they broke Jonathan's camera. So much. Now this is a real operating school, and I don't want to stay my welcome, but I've got to line up a few shots. And where I'm walking right now is where the school bus was parked here, and you can see the water tower. This was the Hawkins Middle School student drop-off right here. The sign would have been right over there, and you can see it in this matched up photo. So cool. This was it right here. Hawkins High School. Girls and all the other students were walking in straight ahead. Right there's the Hawkins Tiger. I'm gonna walk over there and see if it's still back there. And it said Hawkins High School right above, up top. Oh yeah, it still says the Tigers right behind here. Look at that. Still there in the colors. You can see it. They got it all boarded up. I don't want to mess with it, but how cool is that? The Hawkins Tigers. This is Hawkins Middle School and High School right here. You can see this area straight ahead with the kids several times in season 1. We did it. We made it to Hawkins. Well, that's a wrap on Hawkins Middle and High School. Let's continue the journey. And we have reached the private property of the filming location that was used for the Henderson house. This is Dustin Henderson's house, seen prominently in season 3. Dustin's up there. Does anybody remember Dustin's pet's name? I'm saying pet with quotation marks. It's also where he was on the phone with Susie, right inside this house. And I get why they used it for the filming location in a sense. Look at all the open area down here. They could park all the vehicles and equipment, and they only really used the exterior of this house as far as I know. They could have used the interiors. But I'm gonna walk down here and see if I can get a shot of the garage of Dustin's. I think that's on the other side. Yep. We're not gonna be able to match it up, but nonetheless, this is the Henderson residence. And just to let you guys know, this is a half-hour drive from Hawkins High School. So if Dustin really went to high school there, there's no way he could bike through I-75 and Atlanta and everything to get to his school. I love filming locations because of that. You see how far everything is from each other. All right, bye Dusty Buns. Now I'm gonna head over to Lucas Sinclair's house and the Wheeler's residence. And this is the house that belonged to Lucas Sinclair, right here. There's a shot of Lucas and Dustin riding their bikes to the front of the house. How incredible is that? And right down the street from Lucas, just literally one house over, is the home of the Wheelers. Mike Wheeler's house, Nancy Wheeler's house. This is it. And these poor families, because of people like me, have these private residents do not enter signs up with no trespassing signs everywhere. Oh my gosh, look at this. The freaking Wheeler house. Yeah, see right here it says no trespassing, this means you. And then this says photos on street only. Private residents do not enter. I can kind of get the same angle. This is from Halloween. The boys were dressed as Ghostbusters. The Reagan and Bush 84 sign is in the front yard. How cool is that? Now they did not film inside this house. That was all set. So if you're looking for the basement where they kept 11 and played Dungeons and Dragons, you're not gonna find it here. But this is the Wheeler residence. And that's the garage right there where the boys took off. The end of, well, the beginning of episode 1 right there. That's where they took off. There's also a scene where Mike's riding his bike right here, escaping all the vans that were here in front of the house. All right, that's a wrap on the Wheeler residence. Now I will say, a lot of the houses in this area definitely have a Stranger Things feel to them. When I got up to the houses, I was blown away. There's Dustin's house one last time. Goodbye, Dusty Buns. Hawkins. And it's crazy, the kids, all their houses are really close to each other. So it's totally believable, you know, that they're all close friends like that and ride their bikes to each other's houses. I love that. But as far as them riding their bikes to school, ain't happening. Look at that. Downtown Hotlanta. And the crazy traffic. You know, Atlanta is somewhat turning into LA with filming and, well, now the traffic. Traffic's always been bad in Atlanta though. But I can't believe we are getting closer to wrapping up today's adventure. I feel like Steve Harrington right now and all the kids. We're here. Take it right. We are here. Along with other people who are wanting to take photographs of Hawkins Lab. Look at this. Holy cow, right? See, all kinds of people just show up and take pictures here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. This is Hawkins Lab. Look down here. Standing on this ledge right here. Holy cow. I mean, holy cow. This is insane. Now this might look a little bit more familiar to you. Right here, Hawkins Lab. Just taking it in. We'll walk up just a little closer since I'm here. This was used in season 1, 2, and 3. Stranger Things. There's a little sign up here. This building is vacant. Unauthorized entry is prohibited. Gosh, this is just crazy. I can't believe I'm here. Hawkins Labs. There's a staircase right here. This is insane. I've got to do this. I've got to do this since I'm here. It smells like really bad in here. Like mold and stuff. Wow. Well, and I can say that I have touched Hawkins Lab officially. We did it. Now I'm doing a little drive-by here of Hawkins Lab. I just want to see it. I just want to see it. That's it. All right. Can't believe it. Can't believe we did it. Hawkins Lab. Well, we came, we saw, we took care of business here today in Georgia, finding a few filming locations from one of my favorite Netflix series, Stranger Things. This was a lot of fun. Lots of more locations to visit, and those will come in time. But I think it's time to say goodbye. We took care of business here today. This was a lot of fun. Thank you guys for tagging along with me. But it is time to say goodbye. I will see you guys on the next adventure of World of Micah. Until then, stay weird. Oh no. Oh no. It's not happening. We're going to the upside down. Help! Help! Help!